Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to continue the series of the Active Directory Lab. And in this video, we are going to view group policy management as well as setting up a new Windows 10 with RSAT tools so we can remote access the server manager on the Windows Server 2022 as well as the whole Active Directory and domain controller. What is group policy management? Group policy management is used to define policies and also enforce those policies onto users and computers in the Active Directory environment. So OU will also come into play, but I'll get onto that later. So how about we just begin by viewing group policy management. Okay, so we go to Tools, Group Policy Management. Okay, so usually these drop downs are not here. So it would be like this. You drop it down, domains, drop down, there's your domain controller, default domain policy. This is for your entire domain. You really never want to put anything in that GPO. So our group policy objects right here. So we want to create one in CyberSec Corp. Bring that down. That's the organizational units we created earlier. So HROU, you want to create a GPO in the domain and link it here. So we're going to create a new name. Okay, so we'll name it CMD. Actually, let's name it block CMD. So block. And as you can see here, the location is HROU. So Human Resources Organizational Unit. And we can see that it showed up on the group policy objects, block CMD. And there it is, HROU, enforced, no, link enabled, yes. So let's go to settings, no, delegation. Okay, so this group's users have this specified for this GPO, not that. Let's go to settings, click close, go all the way down, and you can see what GPOs or policies, what policies are enabled in this GPO. So we want to edit this. Okay, so you have two different kinds. You have user configuration and computer configuration. User set policies that are applied to users regardless of which computer they log into. Computer is set policies that are applied to computers regardless of who logs onto them. So what we're looking for is user configuration, and we want to go bring down policies, administrative template. We want to go into system, and scroll down and you will see prevent access to command prompt. We want to enable this. So we hit policy editing and then we go to, as you see here, prevents user from running the interactive command prompt cmd.exe if you're enable the policy setting. So what we want to do is enable this. And let's just leave that as is. Now, then apply, and then OK. And then we exit out of this. And we exit out of this to refresh it. Let's go back to tools, group policy management. And we go to settings, close, all the way down. And there we go. It shows user configuration, policies, administrative templates. It's the system, the policy, if it's enabled or not. And exit out. So we're going to go to the ITOU. We're going to create a GPO in this domain and link it here. And then we want to name this block control panel. We click OK. And then we click on the block control panel, edit. And then we want to go to Okay, so we want to go to user configuration, and we'll go drop down of policies, administrative templates, control panel, and prohibit access and control panel NPC. Double click that, enable, and as you can see here, it shows the start screen, all this, file explorer, apply, okay, and exit out. Go back into group policy, and then we'll go to settings. Oh, close. Okay. And it shows you right here exactly what you have in this GPO. So we'll do production OU, and we want to create a GPO in this domain, rename it. We're going to do recycle bin. Oh my God, I can't spell. Recycle bin, block recycle bin. Forgot to add the block. Okay. There we go. Then we edit it, close, edit. And we'll go to user configuration, and then we'll go to administrative template, and then we'll go to desktop and remove recycle bin icon. Yes. Policy setting, enable this. The icon from the desktop will not be there. So you want to apply, okay. Then we exit out of this, go back into group policy management. There we go. Then we go to settings, close, go all the way down, and there we go. It shows it right under user configuration. Okay, so we want to exit out of all of this, and then we want to go to users and computers. Okay, pull up. So here's our OUs. So our GPOs are in our OUs, but you can't see them here unless you're in group policy management. We also have our users here. So we're going to go into Windows 10, and we're going to get into the users accounts. So other user here, and you want to put Sherry Lee, password, yes. And we know that her GPO is block CMD. So we're going to come down here. We're going to type in CMD or command prompt. Put that in, and there we go. Command prompt has been disabled by your administrator. So we cannot even use this, and CMD is a user configuration. So how about we try with another user? So now we're going to switch user, other user, and we're going to do Ben Kane. Okay, put in the password. So Ben Kane is in the ITOU, so we know that his will be the control panel one. So blocking the control panel. But first we're gonna, okay, so we are in Ben Kane. Okay, so we're gonna go to command prompt, get in there, and yep, it looks like we can use it. So we ping, let's just ping the server. So as you can see, the CMD was only for the user configuration for Sherry. So now we go to control panel, and let's see if we can get in. There we go. Has been canceled due to restrictions. Please contact your system administrator. So back in Server Lab, let's go to group policy management. Get in here. As you can see, block control panel is in the ITOU, which is Ben Kane, HROU, block CMD. that happened. So production RU is going to be block recycle bin. So let's go to our users just to make sure. There we go. And there's Ben Kane in IT. Production is going to be Jerry Flow. So let's switch users. Okay, as you can see, my bad. We can see the recycle bin here. The icon is there. So let's go to Ben Kane and then we switch user. Other user, Jerry Flow. Okay, here we are. And look at that, no recycle bin. So that will be the end of the group policy management. So now we're going to set up RSAT tools or set up a new Windows 10, a whole new VM from the start. So first off, what is RSAT tools? RSAT tools is a remote server administration tool, and this makes it so we can be in a client desktop such as Windows 10, and we are able to remote in to the Windows Server 2022 and be able to use the server manager so we can create groups, users, group policies, and many more things. So let's begin. So let's create a new virtual machine. And I already have the ISO on there, so Windows 10. So next, I'm going to rename this to Windows 10 RSAT. Yep, and then next, we'll leave this default and next, and then we go to customize hardware. And then we change the network adapter to VNet 11 so the VMs are able to communicate with each other. So we add a new network adapter. And this one we're going to leave as NAT so we can get some internet. And that looks about right. So close that, finish. Click a key here. Let this load. These VMs be taking a lot. It's probably because of memory. So now that we're here, next, install now. Okay. I don't have a product key. And then we go to Windows 10 Pro. Again, because we can join a domain, accept the license terms. Next, custom install. We don't want to upgrade. Right here, we can leave this default. Next. So we wait this out. I'm gonna time skip it. That's why it's going so fast. Okay, so United States region, next. Yep, right keyboard. We can skip this keyboard layout. Then we want to set up for personal use. And then offline account. Limited experience. Okay, so I'm going to call this admin just for now. So we're going to click next, create a password, confirm it. I'm going to do all A's here. Nice. Now we do recent browsing data. Not now. We can just take all these off. Here we go. Accept. Okay, customize. We skip. And we do not now for Cortana. So I'm just going to let it sit here for a couple seconds because sometimes it doesn't want to load and I don't want to deal with that. Okay, so what we want to do is go to add or remove programs. Type that in the search bar, and then we want to go to optional features, and we're installing RSAT, so we want to add a feature. So you scroll down here, we do Active Directory Certificate Service Tools. We can do the lightweight directory services. We want to do the DNS, file service tools, group policy management tools. What else? I'm checking here. Server manager, of course. We can do remote desktop service tools, and we can install all that. And we're gonna let this load, but I'm gonna skip. So we're done here. And then we want to look over here, click the Windows Administrative Tools, and you can see all of them downloaded right here. But it won't work since we're not in the domain, so we want to restart. Time skip that. Let this load up. Bring up Windows Server, and let's log in. Okay, so this is where we left off. We can exit this, exit that, cancel. Okay, so we want to go to Tools and then Users and Computers. We're going to create a new user. So we want to go to Users, and then we want to find administrator. No, not domain computers. Administrator right here. Right click, copy, and then full name, I'm gonna do Alex, and then last name, I'm gonna do M, and then Alex M for the login. And what we're gonna use this for is for this Windows 10 RSAT that we just created, so we can log in with it and have all the privileges. Okay, so password never expires. Next, finish. There we go. Now I'm gonna show you something. Right click properties on the administrator, member of, and you see how it's member of a bunch of security groups, so it can be an administrator. So since we copied, we go to properties of Alex M, member of, it has all the security groups that the administrator is in. So we press OK here, we exit out. We minimize this. We'll go back to RSAT, admin, password, put that in. And now we want to join the domain. So we want to go to control panel first and add the IPv4, so network and sharing center at the IP address. So as you can see, we are already in. But just in case, we're going to go to Ethernet 0 properties and TCP IP4, and then we add 192.168.1.2 in the DNS server address. Oh my God, I can't type. Okay, press OK here. Okay, close, and close that. Close. Okay, so now we are going to join the domain. Control panel, and then right click system, open, change settings. Then we go to change. We're going to rename to workstation 2. Then domain, and you can check back in the Windows Server Lab if you forgot. Right here in the local server, cyberseccraft.local. So we put that in to the domain for Windows 10 RSAT. Okay. Takes a little while sometimes. But if it takes longer, then that means something went wrong. So let's put Alex M, since it's an administrator of the whole domain. It should work. There we go. Press OK. Yeah, press OK to restart. Close this. Restart now. Okay, so we skip ahead. We're back in Windows 10 RSAT. Let's do other user, Alex M. Put the password in. Now we're going to view the RSAT tools that we have installed since we are now in the domain. So we press on the Windows here, Start, Windows Start, scroll down. There we go, Windows Administrative Tools. So you can see we have all of them here. Let's go to this one right here, Users and Computers. And boom, look at that. Everything. CyberSec Corp, there's the OUs, there's the security groups, there's the users that we created on Windows Server 2022. And we can view them from here. Look at all these users here, Alex M. So we could also go to Server Manager right here. Look at this, it's gonna load up. It's gonna take quite a bit of while, but should be all right. So we exit here and then Tools. And as you see, we have everything. Active Directory, Users and Computers. We have Group Policy Management. Let's go in there real quick. Okay, here we go. Go down, domain, drop, here we go. And ROUs, and there's our GPOs. Everything is in here, and we can view everything from this Windows 10, which is pretty cool. And that is going to end it. I hope you all enjoyed this series. I might add on to this. No, actually, I will add on to this. So stay tuned for the next upcoming videos. I'm not sure when it's going to be, but I hope you all enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Goodbye.